Welcome, viewers. I have summoned you here for a purpose. The review of Unicron. The antagonist in the 1986 Transformers movie, Unicron, was a planet-sized behemoth whose sole objective was the consumption of existence itself. After reformatting the damaged Megatron into Galvatron, Unicron sets in the task of destroying the Autobot matrix of leadership.
It is the one thing, the only thing, that can stand in my way.
Having gotten hold of the matrix, Galvatron decides to betray Unicron, believing he can now control him due to his possession of the matrix. But Unicron says, "Nah mate, not happening."
For a time, I considered sparing your wretched little planet Cybertron. But now, you shall witness its dismemberment.
Unicron's end comes at the hands of Hot Rod, who succeeds in opening the matrix of leadership inside Unicron, which sets off a chain reaction that ultimately destroys him. Unicron was voiced by cinematic legend Orson Welles, best known for his performances such as Kane in Citizen Kane,
I am the publisher of the Inquirer. As such, it's my duty, and I'll let you in on a little secret.
Harry Lime in The Third Man,
The cuckoo clock.
the rich guy in the Muppet movie, the champagne commercials,
Action, please. Action also, please.
Just do anything?
No, it's sorry, cut.
Moving on. And here we are with the Studio-01 interpretation of Unicron, which is a third party, so this is not officially licensed, therefore his name is Cell. Unicron blew my mind as a kid. Back then you'd see a truck and imagine it turning into Optimus Prime. But a planet-sized Transformer? Come on! This guy is covered in detail, exterior and interior. Buildings and cities that are still visible in robot mode help to add a sense of scale to the figure. But more on that later, let's get into it. First, remove the rings. Slide these up and they will clip into place, both sides. Make sure none of these tabs are locked in. Several panels to pop out here. This will enable the arm to come out. Now the end of the arm is tabbed in, so you want to push it in and then up and out. Now there are two little nubs here that you want to lift this next panel up and over. That little grey bit there is what's got to pop up. Fold them in. Swivel that. These bits will tab into here. Fold them back over those nubs and the sides will click in. Lift and rotate. That's actually another bit that has to be raised at the joint. Flip the hand out and lock it in. Repeat on the other side, and you'll have what is apparently the Cell mode. Moving down to just below the arms, we've got these panels that flip out and fold in, two on each side. These next panels folding out are to make way for the leg to come down. These bits just lift up and to the side. This bit you want to make sure is untabbed once you click that foot out, which just pops up. Doing so will pop out the next piece, which just rotates and clicks in. The leg shell will just unclick, pop it in, rotate, and it clicks back in. And again. Now you will not be able to pull the leg out yet, as it is locked in at 4 points. These two parts are tabbed into the side of the leg. Just pull them out. And points 3 and 4, which are insanely tight. I am not even joking. Gentle but firm force will pop it out. The foot splits apart, middle bit will rotate around and clip back in. And same for the other side. Grab the shin and that just slides out. This hinge you'll want to rotate so it's facing the bottom of the figure. Like so. And just repeat for the other leg. Swivel the thighs. And again for the shins. These two parts will tab in, which prevents the shin sliding back up the thigh. Make sure to rotate the sides of these bits before tabbing in. And repeat for the other leg. These are the two parts that were tabbed into the side of the leg. They just close up. Same on the other side. For the next step, swivel this grey hinge towards the back of the feet. These bits bend at the hinge, lift up and then fold out. And just rotate 90 degrees. These panels are just going to tab in. Same on the back. Fold the skirts down. Just lift that off. Pop that open. Flip those out. Fold down and close it up. And that just tabs back into there. You'll have to do that while the chest is still open, otherwise you won't be able to get it in there. And just snap the chest down. This next bit can be tricky. That just folds under and will slide into the gap there. And then that whole piece just pushes in. Repeat for the other side. Now close the chest, line the tabs up on the side and just push them in. And again, same on both sides. Bring back the rings and fold them out like so. Couple of clicks and they fit straight into the shoulder. Flip the horns around and up, and voila. And there we have the Lord of Chaos, the World Eater, Unicron. And of course, an absolute beast of a figure. Perfectly proportioned and still faithful to the original character design. But how poseable is he? That's pretty much the extent of movement for the head. The arms though have a wide area of movement. Full 360 rotation, another full 360 degree rotation, a solid ab crunch, leg spread is huge, front and back kicks, a thigh swivel, bend at the knee, and the foot ratchets out. Instructions are followable. No, they're crap. This is why people make these videos. But they do showcase this figure's other modes. The attention to detail Studio-01 put into this figure is outstanding. These of course being the still visible cities in robot mode. These little details from the interior of Unicron aren't visible in planet or robot mode, they're just tucked away on the inside. They're just great. The engineering, the articulation, the attention to detail make this figure simply outstanding. Studio-01 did a fantastic job with this. Unicron will always be one of the biggest and baddest, and this figure is a perfect representation of him. But how big is he really? Here he is with Blitzwave 5 Pro Studio Inspector Gadget, Masterpiece Soundwave, and Earthrise Starscream. So there you go. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.
Ah, the French champagne.